Aupa gente, ¿qué tal? Bienvenidos y bienvenidas un día más al canal, un día más en el que vamos a estar aquí en directo con este Dragon Age Veilguard. Vamos ahora a continuar, si recordáis, ayer ya acabamos de reunir al equipo por completo, ya reunimos al cazadragones y al experto en el más allá, que es un nigromante. Así que vamos a ver cuál es la siguiente misión con la que podemos seguir. Vamos a abrir el diario y bueno, primero quiero hacer un poco las misiones de los camaradas, ¿vale? De esta de Tash y esta de Dabrin. Vamos a hacer primero la de Tash, de Fuego en la arena, que parece ser que no va a ser mucho lío. Vamos a hablar primero también con Dabrin y con Emrich, que no sé exactamente cómo llegar a donde ellos. A donde Emrich creo que puedo llegar por aquí. Sí, hay muertos y así, esto es cosa de Emrich. Vamos a hablar con él.
A third edition of the unnameable elements? I didn't even know it had editions.
Oh, it's much improved with the index. Please, borrow it if you'd like.
I'd love to. Oh, Rook, you probably wanted to say hi. Thanks, Professor.
You look moved in. Just a few essentials. Manfred was a great help with the boxes.
Manfred, el mejor personaje del juego.
What a fascinating place this lighthouse is. What do you make of it?
Está bien, el faro está bien, es mejor con más gente, es mejor con más gente.
Early on, it mostly felt empty, but it's gotten more homey with each new person.
For all its grandeur, the lighthouse does seem meant for company.
Did you get the tour yet?
Oh, I've been exploring, but I noticed a few of the others taken aback by Manfred, and I overheard remarks about my skulls. My necromancy won't cause any undue worry, will it?
Bueno, todo el mundo es nuevo, entonces se tiene que
We're
acostumbrar un
still
poco,
getting
¿no?
used to one another.
True, and yet...
Give it time. We'll settle in.
Please excuse me. Manfred and I should finish our inventory. Thank you for stopping by.
No me cae mal este personaje. Vale, y ya tiene una misión secundaria para mí que, bueno, pues vamos a hablar con él. Podemos hablar con Manfred. No podemos hablar con Manfred. Y el juego pierde aquí, ¿eh?
By the way, Rook, before I left, Myrna and Vorgoth asked if we could assist with an outbreak of hauntings across Thedas. They also mentioned displaced wisps in the necropolis. I'm not sure what's frightened them, but it bears investigation.
Hauntings and scared wisps? Let's look into it.
Thank you. We'll depart for the necropolis whenever you're ready.
Vale, no, primero vamos a hacer las de Tash y las de Debrin. Y luego ya haremos las demás. Vamos a hablar con Debrin, ¿vale? Que también tiene una conversación pendiente con nosotros. Y luego ya vamos a ir haciendo las misiones, ¿vale? Que no sé si tendrá mucha importancia o no, pero sé que en los otros juegos de BioWare era importante tener un nivel de cercanía alto con los personajes que te acompañaban durante la aventura. Vamos a ver qué dice Debrin. El grifo también, el mejor personaje, la verdad. Ashan era, ¿no?
Carving monsters, huh? Didn't figure you for an artist.
This? It's by necessity. If you know your enemy, their weak spots, maybe you live another day.
Haz algo de los mini monstruos.
Well, when the army of miniature monsters invade, we'll know how to beat them.
Size is nothing. A Rygar can ruin your day with one bite. The poison swells your brain.
That could explain Solas.
Standard bestiaries are always some mage drawing things they've never seen, taking the piss out of it. They don't understand how when the hunt ends and you come nose to nose with an ogre, someone's going to die. So I'm making the real Monster Hunter manual.
¿Para quién? Para las siguientes generaciones, digo yo.
Balmore, that imbecile in Teventer, lecturing on things he doesn't know about. And Ludric over in Ravane thinks taking a rock wraith down with a lucky shot makes him a champion.
Yeah, Ludric and his ego.
You ever met Ludric?
Well,
Because he's been dead 300 years, living off the legend of one fluke arrow.
Oh. I just wanted to make you feel better.
Vaya.
My reward is showing these idiots how it's done.
Sounds like a fun read. I'm in.
You have to buy it first.
Where's the Gloom Howler?
Can't carve it till I know what it is. You want a piece of the Howler, boy?
Is he ready?
Was I ready the first time I fought a Hurlock?
Well, you're still alive.
I got my ass handed to me. Broke 4 ribs and cracked my jaw. Then I got back up and drove a blade through its skull. In this line of work, Asan and I are only as strong as the quarry we hunt.
Se aprende con la práctica.
Makes sense. You'll learn to fight by fighting.
I don't know another way. Out there in the world, you sink or swim.
Can a half-lion, half-eagle swim?
Don't know. Asan?
Which half was that?
Search me. Both halves share the same stomach.
Right. See you around.
Vale. Pues vámonos con Tas. Vamos a hacer viaje rápido directamente a Rivain. Rivain era, ¿no? El sitio. Mundo. Alterfest, Minorrazus. Vale, costa de Rivain. Vamos para aquí. Nos vamos a llevar a Tash y a Nef. Vamos a ir con Nef. Vamos a ir con Nef porque Nef está muy distante y tenemos que intentar volver a tener cercanía con ella, ¿vale? Vale. Aunque me imagino que la misión, al ser de Tash, la haremos solo con Tash. Aquí, ¿qué pasa? Hay como una marca, ¿no? ¿Esto qué es? Perdón, pero quiero saber qué es esto. Altar de Fenharel. Que por el nombre será otro dios élfico de eso, ¿sabes? ¿Cómo se llega al altar? Vale, así. Se ve que cuando no vamos con el compañero que puede usar los poderes necesarios, lo podemos usar nosotros con la daga, ¿sabes? Coge la piedrica esta. No me gusta nada montar guardia aquí. Tops no me cree, pero yo tengo claro que los ojos de la estatua me siguen de noche. ¿Por qué construirían un castillo en torno a esa cosa? Seré un elfo de la ciudad de Val-Royeaux, pero hasta yo reconozco el lobo terrible en cuanto lo veo. ¿Qué estatua? Y aquí no veo ninguna estatua, pero bueno. Ah, el lobo.
The Dreadwolf turns up everywhere, doesn't he?
Ravane is on pretty good terms with the Dalish clans. We get elven stuff here
Vale,
and
el
there.
tesoro está para allá. Esto siempre marca hacia donde está el tesoro. Un tesoro, vamos. Está hacia allá. ¿Puedo saltar desde aquí directamente? Vale, ya lo veo. Hacemos esto y ya no vamos con Tas, ¿eh?
Ready for a fight?
¿Esto qué es? No sé, pero le vamos a dar un poco para el pelo, ¿no? Sí, son... A ver si ya ha muerto y ya se le metemos un flechazo y fuera. Vale, un puntito de habilidad, que siempre viene bien. Y más poder de la guardia.
The Armada and the Anton Navy have destroyed a lot of each other's ships. Good for salvagers, bad for sailors.
Escucho
So,
bichos.
Your mom wanted you to lay low, and now you're with us.
And because I wanted to be here.
Then it looks like we pleased everyone. Isn't that novel?
Yep.
It's
Great.
A ver, ¿hasta dónde tengo que ir? Porque tengo un buen viaje. No tengo un punto de viaje rápido aquí. Aquí no, pero aquí sí. Vamos a librarnos de los enemigos para andar ahí perdiendo el tiempo luchando. Porque aunque el sistema de combate a mí, personalmente, no me desagrade, es muy repetitivo. Vamos a pasar de los enemigos. Y si quieren pelea, que nos sigan y que vengan hasta aquí, ¿sabes? Ay, vale, pues vamos a seguir. Epa, no te des la vuelta. Vale, esto no teníamos desbloqueado. Vamos a desbloquearlo. Por si acaso, tenemos que volver aquí más veces. Y vamos a avanzar hasta el punto de misión, que está bastante lejos, la verdad. Esto lo tengo todo... Uno mirando para aquí y dos mirando para allá. Entonces esto igual es así. A ver. Uno mirando para aquí. Y dos mirando para allá. Pues no. Si es al revés. Es que esto no sé cómo es el... La verdad. Tampoco, pues nada, que le den por culo. Que le den por cucleta la biciculo. Vamos a desbloquear esto de aquí.
Yep.
Cinturón de granadas. Tiene mucho menos curación. Me da igual lo demás. Y por aquí hemos desbloqueado un nuevo camino. ¡Qué bueno! ¿Y esto qué es? Activar. 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 Pues no lo sé. Vamos a hacer la misión de TAS. Nos vamos a liar de aquí. Tampoco... Iniciar misión. Fuego en la arena. ¡Epa! ¿Qué ha pasado? ¿Se me ha cerrado el juego solo? Me encanta. Me encanta este tipo de cosas, la verdad. Primer craseo. Bueno, primero y espero que único. Porque por ahora el rendimiento del juego está muy bien. Así que tampoco me voy a poner yo dramático, pero toca los huevos porque a ver cuándo es la última vez que se ha guardado, ¿sabes? Esa sí que no me la esperaba, vale. Justo aquí en la misión, vale, perfecto. Venga, a ver, iniciar misión. Vale.
Hey. Some for you. Some for you. Hey, don't be a dick. That was for the little one. Stupid birds.
Déjame ayudar.
Here, let me.
You gotta spread it out. Throw it out in a clump and they fight over it.
I know how to do it.
So do it. Sometimes I practice with the fire out here. It's safer. No people around. Lots of water.
Is it magic or...
It's not magic. My mother says the Kunari used to be closer to dragons. Something in our blood.
The Untarm called you a Dari?
Yeah. Old Kunari word for fire breather. A few like me are born every generation. My mother thinks Adari were meant for something special. She's always looking through the old texts for clues. Come on. Don't want to scare the birds.
Vale. O sea, que es dentro de los Kunari es como una
My mother left
elegida.
the Kyun not far from here. She got herself transferred to Kontar from Parvalan. Smuggled me there and then walked out.
I thought Kontar was well fortified. How did she escape with a child?
The Kyun isn't a prison. People can leave if they want. You little guys hungry?
Do you miss living under the Cume?
Not much to miss. I was a baby. My mother misses it. She was in Ashkari back then.
Vaya.
Scala.
Vaya.
Why'd she leave?
Me.
Vaya. Es que no, ¿qué haces? A ver, vete por ahí la hostia. Vale, coño.
There's enough for all of you. Shathan was worried about what the Kunari would do with a fire breather like me.
What would they do?
She said they'd have me put in the Antam, use me as a berserker. The idea scared her enough that she left her library and walked away from the Kyun.
Vale. O sea que al ser un Kunari especial,
There you go.
la iban a usar, ¿no? Digamos.
Come on. Over here's where I practice.
Why not on the beach?
Don't want to scare the birds. We just fed them.
Espera, que aquí hay cosas. Mineral puro.
What the crap is that?
The Antam must be marking their territory.
Not on my beach. Vash
Venga,
Vatari.
fuego, escupe.
Come on. These banners need to burn.
Tampoco te tengo que mandar yo que los quemes, ¿no? Creo que ya puedes hacerlo tú solita.
Nice. What does it feel like when you breathe fire like that?
It's more like spitting.
Ugh.
Something inside my throat opens up and lets stuff mix together. Then there's this rush of heat as I roar it out.
Oh, I'm surprised it doesn't hurt your mouth to do that.
It can. One time my tongue got in the way. Got a mouthful of fire.
Ouch.
Didn't hurt much. My
Espera,
mother has to make food extra spicy so I can taste it.
I guess that's the trade-off for being a fire breather.
It's fine. I smell stuff better than most people.
Un gatete, no lo puedo acariciar. Traducido el Kunait. Ojos que dicen, me voy a comer el pez. Marulla, amigo. Muy bien. Vamos por aquí. Y venga, vamos a seguir con tasks. Que nos estamos distrayendo aquí para coger materiales que luego no vamos ni a usar, como suele pasar en este tipo de juegos, pero bueno.
An untimed supply cache. Too bad it's locked up.
Not for long. Watch.
Eso es. Échale fuego.
Hit it, Tosh. Wow. It burned right through it.
Yep. Melt some metals, not all.
How would you figure out which kinds of metals you could melt?
My mother said I went through a lot of spoons as a baby. This way.
More birds to feed?
Something like that. Karash, it's Tosh. I brought food.
Karas, que tiene algún dragón.
Avatash.
Ah, vale, no.
It's good you came early. The feather clouds are getting lower. It's going to rain. Who is this with you?
This is Rook. He's a friend.
A friend. All right. Make sure you both dress for rain. Drip rain, not mist rain.
Hola.
Nice to meet you.
And you.
Karash was a worker caste navigator. Got dragged along with the Antam when they invaded.
They told us it was ordered by the Kyun. I was not taught war. I was taught the weather. Red clouds for thunder, gray clouds for rain, green clouds for the devouring storm, and black clouds for the Antam cannons. After what they did in Ventus, I ran away.
¿Necesitas ayuda? Yo te ayudo, ¿eh?
Is
Mucho
there
más para el
anything you
grupo.
need? We saw that the Untom were in the area.
Yes. I knew some of them from the dreadnought where I worked. I know places to hide. They did not see me.
Let me know if they give you trouble.
I am at peace, Evatosh. I have the clouds to watch and fish to eat.
More than just fish. Here you go. Shathan said to eat the fruit before it spoils.
I like the cookies better.
Everyone likes the cookies better.
I'll eat the fruit. Thank you, Evatosh.
Panaheydan. I'll see you soon.
Vale, o sea, que este tío está aquí escondido.
The Dragon Hunter has a softer side.
The Kyun says you take care of people.
So, you're a little Kunari, a little Ravani, and a little dragon?
Yeah?
Bueno,
I get that.
Come on. I should tell my mother how Karash is doing.
vale.
So how do you get it?
I had to leave my old life behind when I joined the Grey Wardens. And I had to leave that to help stop Solas. So you take what works from each part, right?
Un poema.
Yeah. I had to take Kunari language classes growing up. I had to learn how to tie these stupid knots. It wasn't so bad when the Kunari and Ravane were at peace. Now the Antom have broken from the Kyun and started attacking. People look at me like they're scared I'll switch sides.
That's their loss. People who've only ever been one thing will never know how big the world is.
Yeah? Maybe. Mother,
Mira su madre.
what are you doing here?
You used to call me Tama.
I also used to wet the bed. Want me to start that up again?
I'd rather you didn't.
Puedo explicarlo en detalle.
Because she's sleeping in my base, which means I own the bed. I'm actually next on laundry detail.
She always did like the mouthy ones. In truth, Evatosh's tastes are quite varied, although it is uncommon for her to be attracted to men.
Mother.
Perhaps because in some ways, she acts more like a man herself.
Why are you here?
I came to ask Karash about the tablet your group recovered. I wondered if some of the symbols might be used among the Antom.
Be gentle. Don't make him talk about the war.
I see the wisdom of your suggestion. I also see that you used your fire again, Chakra Toebra.
Chakra Toebra.
Remember to keep your consonants crisp. Kunari do not slouch, and neither does our language. Panaheydan, Evatosh. You did well bringing Karash his food.
Sorry. She's like that.
No te traen los hombres. Vamos a tirarle fichas a esta
So
nave.
it's uncommon for you to be interested in men, but not unheard of?
Well, thanks for
Vaya.
coming. We should get back.
Muy
Thanks for
habladora
having
no
me
es.
along. Maybe we can do this again.
Right? Yep.
Joder, chica. Al principio te presentaron a Tas como un personaje guapo, ahí reventando los Antam o como se llame, pero tiene menos chicha que, joder, que sosa, chica. Vale. Armadura para esta, que es mucho mejor, vamos a metérselo. Vale. Vamos a continuar y vamos a hacer la siguiente misión, que vamos a hacer la misión con Gabrin. Vale, tengo puntos de habilidades, tengo 4 puntos de habilidades. Es que hay tantas cosas, me gustaría poder hacer zoom y ver más para arriba esto que hace. Tus técnicas de asalto ahora infligen daño físico. Daño crítico más 10, esto me gusta. Las técnicas de proyectil infligen 100 de daño que estén a menos de 8 metros. Si te equipas una técnica de cada tipo de daño, el daño de técnica aumenta en un 25%. Otorga desvío, el daño en técnicas de proyectil, esto no. Los disparos con arco cargado y los ataques cargados infligen daño crítico a los enemigos con salud baja. Esto no está mal. Vamos a darle. Aquí que tenemos. Duración de cebador más 20. ¿Esto qué hace? Daño para Felison más 10. Esto también le vamos a meter una. Al llevar una armadura mediana y elmo mediano. Vale, esto en relación a la defensa perfecta otorga armas necróticas. Vale, pues esto, perfecto. Y vamos a ir a ver. Bueno, a esta le vamos a poner. ¿Por qué? No tengo nada, ¿no? No tengo nada, porque me parece como que tengo algo. Bueno, sin más. Vamos a irnos. Todo peor, todo peor, todo peor. Este es un poco mejor, pero tiene mucho menos desgaste, así que nada. La runa de... Esta la vamos a cambiar. Joder, si tengo un montón. Obtener los efectos adicionales de tu poción actual. Vamos, una poción máxima, esta me gusta. Esta no me gusta esta. Más una de pociones máximas. Y luego estas cuáles serán. Activa todos tus ataques. Bueno, esto vamos a mirar si lo podemos cambiar. Más 5 otras resistencias. Me gusta. Me gusta. Y vamos a ir al mapa ya. Y vamos a ir al diario. Y de aquí vamos a elegir la de Dublin. Vamos a coger el mundo y nos vamos a ir para Arlatham. Perfecto. Vamos a hacer la misión de Dublin de cómo entrenar a un grifo. Creo que se llamaba la misión. Cómo entrenar a un grifo. Equilicua. Y si de aquí podemos hacer viaje rápido directamente hasta donde la misión más o menos, que es hasta aquí, viene que ni pintado. Vale. ¿Para dónde hay que ir? Para aquí. Pues para allá. Vale. A ver, vamos a subir para aquí arriba. En teoría, la... No, ¿cómo es? Esto es así. Esto no. ¿Cómo se cambiaba? Quiero cambiar la runa que tengo activada. Lo que no sé es cómo se cambiaba, ¿sabes? Para arriba no, para abajo tampoco, ni una ni otra. No, esto no la quería activar, quería cambiarla, coño. ¡Ay, no! No hago más que liarla, No, perdón. Ah, vale, da igual, ya tengo la pasiva activada, me da igual. Vamos a hablar con David. Iniciamos la misión y a tope.
Let's get going. I've been thinking. Lancet and Remy used special food to train the griffins. Said it was the fastest way to start a bond.
Right. What did you call it? Tullum?
That's it. And Ginger wore
Las
truffles are
trufas.
the griffins' favorite
Son un poco
treats.
tiquismiquis, ¿no? Los
They grow
grifos.
around ruins. We're going to teach Hassan how to find some.
Pues nada, a tope con Hassan, venga. Vale, vamos a seguirle y a ver a dónde nos lleva. Venga. Le podemos enseñar también a abrir puertas.
How did you
así.
end up with the Grey Wardens?
Grew up in a Dalish clan. I'd hear all these stories about things that happened thousands of years ago.
The Dalish do love their history.
Except I wanted to make history. Didn't fit in. Got bored. So I went looking for adventure.
How'd that go over with your clan?
Poorly. They felt like I rejected them.
Did you?
Yeah, I suppose. Land life wasn't for me. I had to get away.
So then what happened? You're out in the world looking for adventure?
Got my ass kicked. I broke. I couldn't go crawling back to my clan of failure. Doubt they'd take me back. It forced me to figure out what I was good at. Always had a knack for hunting.
Vale, entiendo más o menos su historia. Armadura mediana. Es que aquí veo... Bueno, da igual, vamos a seguir, a ver si podemos subir para aquí. Que ya veo que no. A ver ahora cómo volvemos, ¿sabes? Por hacer el gilipollas. Hay que volver a hacer todo el caminico. Es que estoy escuchando... No sé, me vuelvo loco, da igual. Venga. Aquí la eres escuchando otra pieza de esas que parece ser que hay que romper para activar el altar ese de los dioses que acabamos de activar, que no sé para qué sirve exactamente. Vale, aquí escucho una. Ah, vale, ya está. Y te da más 100 de salud. Ah, bueno, no está mal, ¿eh? Me gusta. Vale, ¿y ese super cofre que hay ahí? Me lo están poniendo ahí en bandeja, ¿eh? Espérate. Vaya, que no sabe nadar mi personaje. Lo siento, yo creía que un guardia gris iba a saber nadar, ¿sabes? Dios, qué pena. ¿Cómo puedo llegar ahí? Ahí dándole con un... Bueno, da igual. No me voy a volver loco tampoco, ¿eh? Yo aquí no me voy a volver loco con las... cosas porque... ¿Por qué no? Amichu, ¿qué dices? Pues ya, igual me lo vuelvo a cambiar y me vuelvo a poner el anterior. Lo que pasa es que tengo que esperar 2 meses, 60 días, ¿sabes? Entonces, pues eso. ¿Qué se le va a hacer? Se me fue la olla y dije, va a cambiar de nombre. Y me he cambiado de nombre en todos los lados. Y yo creo que voy a volver a ponerme Seven en cuanto pueda. ¿Qué tal? ¿Todo bien o qué? No sé si sigues, porque como tengo ahí lo de los comentarios un poco a desmano, pues estoy aquí todo concentrado con este super juego que bueno, tampoco es la gran hostia, pero bueno. Ya me lo volveré a cambiar, ya te digo yo. Cuando pasen los 60 días que tienen que pasar... ¡Cázalo!
At least he's having fun.
Truth is, purrs when you scratch him. Maybe we can speed things up by helping him. Let's search the bushes.
Joder.
Look around for truffles.
¿Qué va a tener que buscar trufas? Ahí va la hostia.
That was a thorn.
Keep looking.
Madre mía, madre mía.
Nug droppings. Yuck.
The Nugs pretty much own Arlethan Forest.
A la tercera, ¿no? Ir a la vencida.
This is harder than it looks.
Pues no. No sé qué son esas cosas azules que hay por
It's
ahí.
fleas, isn't it? What'd I tell you?
Actually, I think it's a truffle.
Huh.
Maybe the nugs like truffles. Could Hassan know that if you follow them, you might find truffles?
Are you really that smart, boy?
Sí, hombre, sí. Me cae bien el bicho este. Tiene más carisma que la mitad de los personajes del juego. Y no habla.
If only you'd be clever enough to listen.
Well, you're still getting to know each other. Remember? Tolam? Remy was probably right. Remember how she said he needed a lighter touch?
If I go soft on him, the world would chew him up.
Let's give you both a chance and see if we can find any more of these.
How?
Find some nugs, see what happens.
unos nags, que no sé ni lo que son, pero bueno.
Slayer of monsters.
Uncle Eldrin, an old elf I knew growing up. When I was a kid, I'd hunt just about anything. Rabbits, deer, fox. Eldrin gave that purpose. Taught me the way of 3 trees. The way of the arrow, way of the bow, way of the wood.
That sounds noble.
Eldrin taught me to hunt the unnatural so the natural can thrive. Be a force for good. Besides, it was either that or starve. Monsters paid good coin.
But why become a Grey Warden? If you were making money on your own.
I didn't leave my clan to get rich. Had to prove it was all worth something. I needed a cause.
There are easier causes than dying in the deep roads.
Darkness is a sparring partner. The greater the shadow you confront, the stronger you are for winning.
Till you meet one you can't beat?
Haven't yet.
Vale, sí, nos está contando un poco su historia. Que bueno, que unirse a los guardias grises tampoco creo que sea lo más épico que puedes hacer, pero bueno, porque al final la mayoría de ellos, bueno, en el ritual de iniciación se mueren. Y luego los que no se mueren en el ritual de iniciación probablemente mueren luego descuartizados por 25 engendros tenebrosos, pues... A ver. Yo aquí esto de coger materiales así por coger... Esto de RPG tiene poco ahora mismo. Una pena, pero bueno, ¿qué se le va a hacer? Hostia. ¿Por qué no miras tú? Que es tu puto grifo. Espera, primero voy a abrir el cofre este. Espada larga, fragmento oscuro... no, por ahora no. Pero luego igual sí, luego igual me la cambio. Venga, Sam, busca.
I'll be damned. Follow the nugs.
Like I said, he's a clever one.
Might make a tracker out of you yet. Hungry? What? It's gingerwort. Eat it.
Remember, light touch.
I mean, it's dessert fit for a prince. See?
No seas tan duro.
Being too harsh could make him more stubborn.
And save his life. With Lancet and Remy gone, if something happens to me, he'll have to stand on his own.
So don't let anything happen to you.
We're both wardens. Death's around every corner. Not that I don't enjoy punching it squarely in the face.
Repetidas veces, además.
2 or 3 times, just to be sure.
Mm-hmm. But you can't beat back death forever. Okay, boy. That's enough for one day.
But he's having fun.
He overeats, and you'll find out how fun griffin puke is.
Hassan, you heard him. Let's go.
Muy bien, otra misión finiquitada. Y ahora ya después de hacer estas side quests de los personajes que nos acompañan, ya vamos a seguir con la principal. A ver a dónde nos lleva. Vale. Vamos a abrir el diario y vamos a ver qué es lo que tenemos aquí pendiente. No sé por qué me parece como que tengo un montón de cosas nuevas y... Bueno, algo sí que tengo, pero... No me gusta que me aparezca aquí marcado. Vamos a ver el diario. Ahora tenemos 2 de historia, ¿no? Vale, sí. Vale, había que juntarse con los guardias grises porque había como corrupción donde estaban. Y... Vale, pues vamos a hacer... Primero vamos a reunirnos con Morrigan, personaje con más carisma de toda la saga Dragon Age, que podían haberlo metido aquí también con nosotros, pero bueno, como personaje que nos acompaña. Pero bueno, vámonos para Ciudad Portuaria.
What? This can't.
Oh, no.
Hostia, vale, esto no lo había visto. Como ahora los Venatori gobiernan Minrathus, hay que volver a encontrar los puntos de ruta.
Where is everyone? What did the Venatori do to the Shadow Dragons?
Vale, esto al final es por la decisión que tomamos ayer de ayudar al pueblo de... Joder. A ver, chaval. Verdugo imparable, ya te voy a parar yo a ti de una hostia que te voy a dar. Venga, aquí te hago una contra, te meto una necrosis del copón. No entiendo por qué cuando le hago un puto ataque cargado, tío, siempre... Venga, otra necrosis para ti. Va, este nos va a durar 0, Vamos a ver, esto como era, esto era así. Y ahora le robo un poco de vida, le hago un poco de hemorragia. Muerto.
The shadow certainly didn't invite them in.
Gotta be a trail or something around.
Vale. No. Estas misiones no voy a hacer. Vamos a seguir para adelante. Uf, mal asunto, han destruido toda la guarida de los dragones sombríos. Mensaje de la víbora. Los Venatori vienen para eliminarnos. Nadie está a salvo. Esperaré en la zona de carga cerca de los muelles. Búscame allí.
Hector. He used to guard the pawn shop's entrance.
He was waiting for someone near the market. Might still be there. The killings. This is...
Es nuestra culpa. Bueno, no es nuestra culpa. Teníamos que tomar una decisión,
You don't forget
¿sabes?
something like this. It sticks with you.
Venga.
Please.
Hey, Manfred. How does he work?
I'm sure Emmerich would fill you in if you asked.
Ya. Pregúntale al Enric ese, ¿no? Que es un muñeco. Bueno, es un muñeco, un muerto viviente. A ver. Aquí te robo vida, te doy hemorragia. Te baña con hacer esa puta mierda del ataque de área. Y ejecución. Vale. Claro, ahora los Venatori están ocupados en toda la ciudad. Porque teníamos que decir, ir a Treviso, donde los cuervos... Ah, bueno, van a estar hablando de Manfred.
How does he work?
I'm sure Emmerich would fill you in if you asked.
Yeah, but he'd add details.
All right then. The bare bones answer from the non-necromancer. You get your parts, put the skeleton together, some fancy ritual later, and you've got a wisp inside running the show.
Manfred's a wisp? Like the ones at your desk? You could make a bunch of moving skeletons?
Me? No. Not without some research I don't want to do. Don't worry, those wisps are staying wisps.
Good.
Manfred, otro personaje que ni habla y tiene más carisma que la mitad de los personajes del juego. Pero bueno. ¿Qué hace Hardin aquí? Ah, vale. Vale, vamos a hablar con Morgan y vamos a hablar con Hardin, es verdad. Venga, vale, pues vamos.
Why did Morgan want to meet in Minrathous? Isn't she helping the Veil Jumpers in Arlethan?
Indeed. But today we have a guest, and she needed the anonymity that only a city provides.
Well, look who it is.
Good to see you, Lace.
Ah, la Inquisidora.
Rook, you remember how Varric and I served the Inquisition? Well, this is Inquisitor Llewellyn, the woman who led us all.
It's an honor to meet you.
Relax. I won't be trying to arrest you like the First Warden.
You heard about that?
Dorian Pavis is an old friend. He filled me in. Indeed. You have had many eyes upon you, Rook. Morrigan and Harding have told me about what you've accomplished since taking over for Varric. You've put together an impressive team, and you've got the best chance, maybe the only chance, to stop Elganon and Gillenane.
Esto es culpa tuya. Cuenta conmigo. Hay que ser un poco...
I won't let you down.
Don't worry about me. Worry about the people you've recruited and about the people depending on you. I'm asking you to take down a pair of gods. You're not going to be able to do that if you're worried about my approval. But if you listen to your friends and remember the people you're fighting for, you'll get through this.
We've got the makings of a good team, I think. We'll do our best.
And while you do so, Rook, the Inquisitor will do her best to ensure that the rest of the world remains intact. A daunting prospect, given that most of the South is under siege by Darkspawn.
It's that bad?
If not for the Inquisitor, the South would have collapsed completely. She has not been idle while you assembled your team.
A ver, ¿cómo está al sur?
I thought the gods were mostly active up here. It's really that bad in the south?
Elganon and Gillenane have indeed restricted their activities to the north. But the forces they deployed to the south, the strange new Darkspawn, have spread fear and corruption greater than any blight in history.
We think their goal is to prevent the South from rallying to aid any war effort up here. It's working. The armies of the South have their hands full protecting their own cities. But some friends and I are doing what we can to rally them together. Again, the South is my problem, not yours, Rook. You stop the gods, and I'll make sure the rest of Thedas doesn't fall to the blight.
Vale, necesito un ejército. O tus conexiones o tus espías, ¿qué es lo que más necesito? Un ejército no creo. Bueno, sí, un ejército.
I have a team, but not much in the way of forces. If there's any military support you can spare.
I'm sorry. Our forces in the South are stretched thin already. And I'm afraid the Grey Warden leadership doesn't think much more highly of me than they do of you.
The Inquisitor did not come all this way to leave you with empty words, however. She brought something no one else could.
A wolf statuette. We've found others like it in the crossroads. Where'd you find yours?
I found it right around the time Solas's ritual failed, when he was pulled into the Fade. We've examined the magic, and it's tied to the veil. To him. Somehow.
La vamos a poder liberar,
Solas
¿no?
is ancient, and his magic is part of him in a way far beyond that of mortals. I suggest you take it to the crossroads and see if something in the lighthouse calls to it. Perhaps it will yield some insight into your new ally.
Solas está ayudando.
Right now, Solas is giving us the information we need to track down the gods.
Yes, he is a vital source of information and advice, just as he was to the Inquisition before. He is the Dread Wolf. He led a rebellion that lasted centuries. How many alliances do you think he has made and broken?
Solas was important to me. If this statuette helps you understand him, if it uncovers something that... Honestly, I don't know. I wish I did. But this feels like a part of him. And whatever he and I once were, I think, I hope, it might help you.
We should go, Inquisitor. The armies in the south need you.
Right. Harding, stay sharp. You're my eyes in the north.
Always, Inquisitor.
Rook, good luck. If I come across anything else that can help, you'll be the first to know.
Vale.
Thank you.
Vale, muy bien. O sea que en el sur también hay problemas con los engendros tenebrosos, ¿eh? Vale, y ahora vamos a reunirnos con Epka y Antoine. Vamos a coger el mapa y nos vamos a ir directamente a los pantanos de Hausenberg. Que parece ser que hay bastante corrupción por ahí, ¿no? Habrá movida con engendros tenebrosos y toda la movida. Pero parece ser una sede, ¿no? De los guardas. Porque había como un grifo ahí en la entrada.
Welcome to the Haussberg wetlands. I'd say make yourself comfortable.
I could sense blight before we were through the alluvion. What's happening?
That's the question, isn't it? Oh, one of them.
The blight's always a problem in the Anderfels. It's not strange to find a corrupted patch of forest or swamp.
What is strange is the sudden surge of blight through the Haussberg wetlands. Much like the village you found, the blight here struck too quickly, and in strange forms.
It's choked the whole area, and the local village, Lavendel, was caught in it. But they're survivors. We can be grateful for that.
Hay supervivientes. Vale. Pues hay que arreglarlo. Somos guardas grises, tú.
How many people are here? We need to help them.
Of course. FK and I are doing what we can.
So you keep your eye on the big picture for now.
As far as we can tell, the gods you're chasing weren't here directly.
If the Blight's really changed, then the changes are widespread. As for how much...
I can almost sense something in there. Another sound under the Blight's usual song.
Sensing the Blight is one thing. What you're saying is concerning.
When we met, you tried to block the sound out. Now you hear too much.
If it helps, that's what we're here for.
Vale, estoy un poco preocupado.
Should I be worried?
About me? No. About the Blight? Yes. But you already are.
We heard rumors of the surge here and volunteered to investigate. The first warden expects a report. Soon.
If we want proof the Blight's changed, then this place is where to find it.
But the way the Blight left the village, we've had our hands full just keeping it back and helping the sick.
You need more to study.
Yes. The odd growths the Blight has formed, like boils, they surround Lavendel. I need more samples.
So you two are studying the Blight.
We already had a reputation for following the weird stuff.
And it's only gotten weirder.
To help, we need to know what we're dealing with.
Vale, contad conmigo.
Leave it to me.
Ah, merci. I knew we could count on you.
Just be careful out there. Even for a warden, it's not pretty.
Things looked bad before we saved that village up north.
You saved that village by collapsing a building. The first warden was furious at us.
But we did the right thing. It might go better this time.
I'll get back as soon as I can.
Venga, va. Pues nada, vamos a investigar la ruina. Destruye las bubas de corrupción. Llevamos a Taz y a Nef. Me parece correcto. Si Taz es luchadora y Nef es maga, tenemos para combate a distancia y combate cuerpo a cuerpo. Un poco de todo, me parece correctísimo. Venga.
All right, let's find those boil samples. Looks like there's caves on the far side of the village. We can start there.
Vale, o sea, este es el pueblo, ¿no? Lavendel, que ha sido... que es de lo más... Joder, si tiene la ruina aquí al lado, tú. Mira, eso fuera.
Got a sample. Guessing they'll need more than one.
I'd love to
Vepa,
see
cuidado,
evidence. I
cuidado.
shouldn't, but I'd love to.
A ver, que vengan aquí los bichitos, los engendros tenebrosos, que la verdad que son bastante sencillicos de reventar. Vale, vamos a hacer esto. Vale, por aquí no se puede pasar. Vamos a seguir para allá, para la marca. Venir para aquí. Ahí va. Que no me ha salido para hacerle parry. Bueno, me da igual. Vale, otra muestra. Vale, tengo que coger 5. Y aquí va a haber movidota, ¿no?
Yeah, the Shadow Dragon's Knight dealt with it while Rook and the others fought a second in Treviso. Though you could call it more surviving than fighting.
Estamos hablando del dragón, de mis ratos me interesaba escuchar lo que iban a decir, pero bueno. Vale, ya están los de las jabalinas, de los huevos. Vamos a ir a por este. Y ahora hacemos esto, quitamos esto en el medio. Vale, no le hemos podido hacer el aturdimiento porque se nos ha escapado, pero no pasa nada. Vale, perfecto. Y nos queda uno por ahí, ¿no? Vamos a aturdirle, que ya está aturdido, pero bueno, y ahora ya no lo matamos, ¿no? Fuera. Otro champion que es nivel 30. Es que no quiero enfrentarme a él. ¿Qué nivel somos nosotros? Personaje, somos nivel 21. Es que hay una diferencia, es una puta mierda. Nivel 30. No lo vamos a matar, no vamos a enfrentarnos contra él. ¿Por qué? Porque es un combate súper injusto, es una esponja de daño. No lo terminas de matar. De una hostia te revienta. Vamos a probar una cosa, vamos a guardar. Vamos a guardar y vamos a ver si nos podemos enfrentar a él. A ver si hay mucha diferencia con 9 niveles, ¿vale? Y si eso cargamos partida y pasamos el bicho. A ver. Es que le quitamos muy poca... Le quitamos muy poca vida, tío. Ahí va, me la ha comido. ¿Ves? Toda la vida que me quita. ¿Ves? Ya me ha matado prácticamente. Y tarda mucho en matarlo. Es súper aburrido el combate porque es muy repetitivo. Mira, ya me ha matado, ¿no? Pues eso. Y ya veis lo que le hemos quitado. Y lo que te quita de vida. Al cargar la última partida... Vamos a cargar la última partida. No quiero pelear contra él. No. La última partida no es aquí, tú. Animal. Si he guardado antes. Este tiene que ser. He guardado justo al lado de la vulva, además de corrupción. ¿Pero qué me estás vacilando? Ah, no, pero las muestras las tenemos guardadas. Vale, hay que hacer todo el caminito. ¿O qué? A ver, espérate. Vale, sí, es por aquí, perdón. Vale. Es que he salido y no sabía dónde estaba. Al bicho no lo vamos a enfrentar. Ya habéis visto la diferencia que hay. Que la única diferencia es que es una puta esponja de daño. Y que te mata una hostia. No debería ser así, pero bueno. Vale. Aquí qué va a haber. Movidota. Bueno, por ahora vamos a romper eso. Que no podemos. Vale. Tenemos compañía, no pasa nada. Estos bichos de aquí que deberían explotar. Sí, la ballesta nos vendría de puta madre. Vamos a pillarla y vamos a reventar a todo lo que nos encontremos. ¿Qué eso que? Ah, vale, es para recoger una muestra. Con la ballesta va a haber movidota, ¿no? Me imagino. Van a salir bichos y vamos a tener que darles caña. Ahí está. Un ogro. Darle. Darle al ogro. ¡Ahí va! Me cago en la mar. ¿Este qué? ¿Me está vacilando? Un poco de necrosis. A ver si le hacemos un poco de daño. Vale, aquí otra vez, hacemos una contra. Y a ver si le... Vaya, creía que lo podía esquivar. A ver si lo podemos aturdir, ¿sabes? Ahí está. Reventado. Espada criminal es un poco mejor. Es un poco mejor. Y luego le tenemos que poner la runa de más 10 de daño de arma. Pero más 20 de daño crítico. Venga, vamos a ponernosla. A ver, vamos a darle caña desde aquí. Por si acaso vienen bichos, ¿sabes? Que ya veo que no. Y vamos a recoger ya la última muestra.
And another sample.
Cuidado.
Seems like enough to me.
Yeah.
Sí,
Let's
pero
get back to
espérate,
Weisshaupt.
aquí hay cosas que mirar, ¿eh? Así aquí le damos. Oye, debemos haberle dado, ¿eh? Ahí está. Todavía no se termina de romper porque tenemos que destruir la que está por aquí. Que me imagino que desde aquí le podremos dar, ¿no? Ahí estamos. Y ahora ya podemos destruir esta. Y ahora ya después podemos destruir esta. Y ya se nos abre el camino, ¿no? Venga, va. Aquí que dice, he quedado con alguien a quien conozco junto al pozo. Fui arriba a avisar a mamá, pero cuando llamé a la puerta me dijo que aún no se encontraba bien. Estará en casa para... no se encontraba bien.
Signs of a family that disappeared.
Sí.
They might have left more behind.
Ábreme el cofre este. Ahí estamos. Ah, vale, es la que hemos usado, pero nos mejora la armadura, vale. Que hay... Esto que se he venido aquí arriba porque necesitaba pensar sin que eso se mire a través de los ojos de Rupert. Si es que tal cosa es posible. Él está en los campos y dice que se avecina la ruina, ni más ni menos, pero que está listo, que tiene que seguir cavando. Ursa se pasó después, pero dijo algo de que le habrá poseído a ella también. Vale, sin más.
But how? And what went wrong after?
Something toyed with the people here.
Sí. Bueno, tampoco quiero seguir la historia de este pueblo, la verdad. Vamos a seguir con la principal. Ya tenemos las muestras que queríamos, así que vamos para adelante. Oye, aquí hay un cofre, ¿no? Aquí hay un cofrecito que creo que podremos coger. Oh, tiene una buena pinta, además. Toma. Armadura ligera. Va, es mucho peor, tú. Pero bueno, por tener... Tampoco creo que, ¿no? No creo que pase nada por tener. Vale, aquí por aquí, perdón, que me he desviado un poco. Más ruina, todo lo que sea ruina, corrupción lo reventamos, eso seguro. Vale, lo del dragón. Vamos a escuchar la conversación.
Dragons and I dealt with it while Rook and the others fought a second in Treviso. Though you could call it more surviving than fighting. We barely drove it off. But now we have a dragon hunter. So here's to better luck next time.
Hombre.
That's what I'm here for.
Vale. Sin más, tampoco era una conversación muy importante por lo que veo, pero bueno. Vale, ya hemos desbloqueado ese atajo, ya tenemos todas las muestras, así que vamos con el francés y Edka. Antoine y Edka. Y a ver qué nos dicen de las muestras que le llevamos. Vale, cánticos siniestros, empezamos bien.
Antoine?
Uy, Antoine.
Yes, the blight samples. They're like nothing we've seen, or anything in the Warden records. And Rook, I believed you, but to hear it, I almost hear voices in it. The gods calling the blight.
We knew things were bad. But if the Blight's being called, the situation's more unpredictable than we thought. We need to...
I give you two Rain.
Hostia.
This is where it leads. Chasing Rook's
El
lies.
puto calvo, qué pesado.
You were told to stay away. Or does your allegiance to us no longer matter?
Mi lealtad va más allá, payaso.
My allegiance is to all of Thedas. If you only...
Finish that thought, and I promise you'll pay the price for your insolence.
Rook knew something was wrong.
I can hear it in the samples. The gods. He's telling the truth. The blight has changed, and that changes everything.
It changes nothing. Your sensitivity to blight is useful, Warden Antoine. But you've had more than one snake in your ear.
Estoy de tu lado,
I took the same vows as you. We're on the same side.
You're on thin ice. You tampered with a ritual that unleashed blight. You did not know what you were doing then, and you don't now.
If gods control the blight, we need to change how we approach it.
Archdemons control blight, and we'd sense if one had risen. We'd make the sacrifices needed to fight it.
But we...
The blight has increased. Now is not the time to lose focus. Wardens Evka and Antoine, are you sworn to combat the blight?
Yes, but...
Then report back to Weisshaupt and do so.
Debuto Calvo.
That went poorly, even for a talk with him.
I'm a warden. I know what I'm doing. Why won't he listen?
You're a good warden. And don't catch yourself thinking otherwise.
Maybe. But I need the Order's help.
There's you, Davrin, me, and Antoine. We make it work with the four of us. You and Davrin work with your new friends. Antoine and I will track Darkspawn and the Blight.
In so-called peace, vigilance. If we learn the gods' plans, you will too.
Sí, mejor 4 que un ejército de miles de guardas grises.
The elven god of monsters had been hard at work. She'd taken the Darkspawn and made them so much worse. Now, she and Elgarnon had their glorious new army. The risen gods were ready. And they had just the target.
El objetivo son los guardas grises, ¿no? Por lo que veo. O sea que la que se ha encargado de hacer el ejército esto ha sido Gilangal. Bueno, la diosa élfica. Vale.
We should take a break. Head back to the lighthouse for a bit.
Pues vámonos para el faro. A ver qué...
He finally agrees to meet for a report, then he all but calls you a liar.
I think you were included in that.
You need to head back to Weisshaupt.
Soon. We can risk a small delay before we're missed.
We'll continue helping here for a while, and help you on the way if we can.
Vale. Vale, pues nos piramos. Vámonos a el faro. Mapa, vamos a coger el mapa, mapa del mundo y para el faro. Y a ver si nos reunimos otra vez todo el equipo, ¿no? ¿O qué?
Rook,
ahí está.
Just got word. First Warden's calling everyone back to Weisshaupt. Everyone except us, seems like. Guess the First Warden holds a grudge.
Calling Wardens back from all over Thedas is a big step. Did he give any reason why?
Not exactly, but I've heard rumors of a massive Darkspawn horde on the move. Even hearing there's an archdemon with them.
Es que son los dioses.
The other archdemons are dead. Only Razikale and Lucican live. So which one is it?
No one has a good look yet. Makes it hard to tell. Rook, if the gods have an archdemon, Warden lore says archdemons only show up during a blight. Doesn't say anything about elven gods. Seems like the rules have changed, and we're going in blind. We need to know what we're up against.
I'll talk to Solas. See if he knows anything about any of this. Make sure the others are ready to move.
Pues nada, siestita y hablar con Solas, ¿no? Vale, vamos a tener luego misiones de Velara, de Tash y de Harding. Vale. Primero vamos a hablar con Solas, a ver qué nos dice. Para arriba, perdón, no para abajo. Ver arrepentimiento. Ah, vale, esto es lo que nos dio... La figura que nos dio esta, la Inquisidora. Nos ha dado, bueno, hace un ratito.
You cannot do this, Algernon. You swore that we would give up our commands when this horrific war was over.
Our people need our leadership. If you're unwilling, leave.
Our people must rebuild, and we must help unite them.
So, we did not fight for freedom, but to conquer this land and our own.
We fought to win, and now the Evenuris are as gods, I do not answer to Mythal's annoying lapdog.
The people are afraid. They must believe in something.
They need strength.
And wisdom.
They need gods who can protect them.
We are not gods. You will learn that.
Every lapdog hides a wolf inside.
Vale.
That was strange. They were speaking Elven, but I understood it.
I believe we have experienced a memory in each of our native languages.
Not just any memory. One of the Dread Wolves.
And the mages who declared themselves my gods. Well, mine and Davrin's.
¿A dónde nos lleva esto?
Anyone see anything in that memory we can use?
Elgranon was hungry for power. Did anything he could to get it, and to hold on to it.
Then Solus, furious at Elganon's installing himself as a despot, started his rebellion.
There's another moving part in this. Mythal. She was keeping the peace.
Mythal and Solus were close. The Inquisition found a temple to Mythal, and there were wolf statues everywhere.
Then she sides with Elgranon over him. A betrayal.
It sounded like Solus was loyal to Mythal. What did Elganon call him? Mythal's lapdog? And then she grabs power alongside Elganon instead of standing for her principles. I'd be angry too.
Angry enough to start a rebellion?
That's not how he'd see it. He didn't destroy the world. Elganon did. Solus did what he considered necessary to stop him.
Solus would try to justify what he did, but he'd also blame himself for what happened.
Perhaps these murals aren't simply memories. They're what Solus wishes to forget.
His regrets. That means they're a way to learn his weak points.
Why are we worried about Solus? He's trapped.
Right. But the Dread Wolf was the god of trickery. He's looking for a way out. Bet on it.
Meanwhile, keep your eyes open in the crossroads. If there's a way to restore the rest of these murals, Solus would have kept it in his hideaway. It'd be nice to get inside his head for a change.
Hala, todo el equipo reunido, ¿eh? Mola, mola cuando se reúne ahí todo el equipo. Vale, vamos a ver consolas. ¿Y aquí qué hay? Otro recuerdo que podemos poner o que hay aquí. Ya te digo yo, vamos a verlo también. Ya que estamos, ¿no? Tenemos unos cuantos, tenemos 2 o 3 o 4 igual. A ver qué dice este.
I was not certain you would come.
You were the one who walked away. I never turn my back when my friend needs me.
The Evenuris seek the magic of the Blight.
Impossible. The Blight is safely sealed away forever.
Oh, I wish I could believe you. I have sensed the breaking of the wards.
I will investigate your claims. If they forget the danger of the Blight, I will endeavor to remind them.
What if, instead, you left the Evenuris and remained with me? Do you not wish for freedom from this struggle?
Be at peace, love. I will stop.
Amor. Vale, vale, vale. Eran
as you must.
Amantes.
The Blight is our mistake.
Y Mythal será Galangal o Galenhal o como se llame, la diosa
Did
élfica.
Mythal call Solus love in that memory?
That's what it sounded like.
So they were doing it.
The elven gods were free with their emotions. They felt things deeply. The way they express things, well, it feels romantic to us, but that wasn't really how it was. Back then, I mean.
Nah, they were doing it.
Sí, evidentemente.
Oh, they were absolutely doing it.
Being with someone you're rebelling against doesn't sound like Solus.
He also met her in secret and talked about how they could run off together.
It sounded so tragic and romantic.
Oh, wait. Never mind. That does sound like him.
So the Dread Wolf goes to Mythal. They might be fighting, but they have history.
And he warns her about the other gods using the Blight. That's more important than his rebellion. It's like kingdoms coming together when an archdemon rises.
Mythal didn't think it was possible. She said the Blight was sealed away. There's an old legend about it. Davrin, the one with Andrul's armor? Not sure it matters.
A ver, que nos cuente la historia.
We're deep in elven lore already. What's the legend say?
Right. Well, Andrul was the goddess of the hunt. She put on armor, magic armor, made us something called the Void, drove her mad.
I remember this one. The other gods were afraid Andrul would turn on them. She was doing all kinds of horrible things, causing plagues. It does sound like the Blight.
Well, it all ends with Mythal fighting Andrul. After, Mythal turned into a dragon.
She what? Why didn't you start with that?
Anyway, she took Andrul's armor away. Then Andrul's madness left, and peace returned.
Intriguing. So it's possible Andrul stumbled onto the magic of the Blight.
And when Andrul went mad, Mythal took it from her and locked it away.
Until someone started using it again.
Solas estaba preocupado.
The Blight's one of the only things that really scares Solas. He came to Mythal afraid.
And she took it seriously too.
So Mythal goes off to investigate what Solas says. Then, what? It's too clean.
Seems plenty messy with them doing it.
But this isn't just a memory. It's something Solas wanted to hide. What's the crime? What did we see here that he feels guilty about?
I think I might know. When the Inquisitor was saving the world from the breach, she met Mythal.
What? Like in a dream?
It was complicated. She helped the Inquisition. There was a magic pond and a dragon.
Nice.
The point is, she also said the other elven gods betrayed her, killed her.
Okay, sorry. Point of order. If they killed Mythal, how was she still around to help the Inquisition?
Elven god magic? She'd spent centuries gathering strength and sharing people's bodies, I think.
If it was a truly benign possession, that speaks to her character.
La única diosa buena muere.
Solas goes to Mythal, the one semi-reasonable elven god, for help, and the other gods kill her for it.
Yo creo
I
que no,
imagine the Dread Wolf's
sí.
rebellion heated up significantly after that.
Right. And Mythal wasn't there to keep the other gods in check anymore.
Well, it's not just that she died.
What do you mean, Tosh?
It's... Ugh. There was stuff he wanted to tell her, but he waited too long, and then she was dead. He never got to make it right. That twists you up.
That's it. There's our crime.
Doesn't really tell us anything we can use, though.
We know more than we did. That's something.
Then I guess we keep our eyes open if we come across more of these memories.
Muy bien. Y alguna más creo que tenemos, pero bueno, vamos a hablar con Solas. Sí, alguno más tenemos para poner ahí. Vamos a hablar primero con Solas y si eso lo ponemos después, ¿vale? A ver qué nos cuenta Solas. A ver si nos da alguna idea o nos ayuda. Ahora que sabemos que la ruina la están utilizando los dioses y ya tienen a engendros tenebrosos y demás.
How fares your battle?
The gods are moving against Weisshaupt and the Grey Wardens. We've heard rumors the Darkspawn are being led by an archdemon.
And you have questions?
I need to know how archdemons relate to the gods. Are they just like the blighted dragons, or are they something else? I also need to know how to deal with the gods if they show up at Weisshaupt.
I propose a bargain. I will answer your question if you answer mine.
What?
How are the Grey Wardens? Do they understand the truth of the danger yet?
Su líder es un idiota.
No. The First Warden still refuses to listen.
As I feared.
I tried diplomacy, I tried being firm. Nothing worked.
When I asked why you should be trusted to lead the fight, you said that nobody else was doing it.
Sí.
That sufficed for me, but you will need more to convince the Grey Wardens. They see themselves as destined to lead this battle. You cannot defeat Elganan and Gillenane without the Wardens. What will you do to bring them to your side?
Necesito al primer guarda, tío, sí.
I don't
O
have
cambiarlo,
to convince
tío.
all of them. I just have to convince the first warden.
Or remove him.
Enjoyable as that is to imagine, I doubt the rest of the wardens would approve.
Did you know the Evanurus once numbered many more than those whose names survive in the Elven Pantheon? One warlord was particularly cruel. I sought to free his slaves, but so fearsome was his reputation that none would join me.
What did you do?
I made people laugh at him.
How did that help?
For 12 years. Every sound near him, from whispered pleas to shouted oaths to crackling fire, all became mocking laughter. His mind broke under the ridicule, and when he fell, his slaves rose up and joined me.
I doubt laughter is going to work on the first warden.
If not that, then what?
Pues no sé, lo que haga falta, seguiré hablándoles. Hombre, si consigo convencer a la gran mayoría de guardias grises, lo que diga el primer guarda, ¿no?
All I can really do is keep trying to get through to them.
Have you ever ridden home in a wagon and felt the streets go from paved to dirt beneath the wheels? The horse is slow, and everything grows quiet as you're near home. What do you call that feeling?
I don't really have a word for it.
No, you do not. Elganan destroyed that emotion. He burned it from the mind of every living being. There were spirits of that feeling, just as there are spirits of joy or fear or despair. I begged them to fight.
What happened to them?
They waited too long. Without the emotion in this world to focus on, they faded until nothing remained. When you grow quiet, it is a part of your soul reaching for a feeling and finding emptiness. Because I failed.
I understand. I'm not going to fail.
How? What will you do?
Lo que haga falta. Tengo que decir eso.
Whatever it takes.
Easily said. But it will have to be enough for now.
Me he comprometido a hacer todo lo
You have
posible.
answered my question, and I owe you an answer in return.
Yes, the old gods of Tevinter, the archdemons.
There never were Tevinter gods. The archdemons, as you call them, were always merely the weapons of the Evanurus.
All right. Let's hope we can find the gods before they find their weapons.
Unfortunately, the Dragon Thrall's life force is bound to the Evanurus as both power and protection. You will not be able to kill or likely even harm one of the Evanurus until their Dragon Thrall is slain.
Vale, primero hay que matar al dragón. Que me hable de los
What can you
archidemonios.
tell me about the archdemons themselves?
Each is different, shaped by the whims and ego of its master. Elganan is the Lord of Tyranny. He would have ruled alone had Mithor not forced him to share power. Those who are strong, he molds into dictators themselves, with visions of godhood. Those who are weak, he crushes. His archdemon reflects him. It is huge to feed his ego, the epitome of dragonkind, bent to his will.
Suena fatal. Esa será su perdición.
What about Gillenane and her dragon? Pride and ego can blind someone. We can exploit that.
By contrast, Gillenane was a servant of Andrul, whose skill at making monsters earned her promotion to the Evanurus. She is brilliant, ambitious, and unconstrained by anything you would understand as morality. In a kinder world, you would never need to see what she has done to her archdemon. In this world, I only hope you kill it quickly. In any event, the Evanurus will not be vulnerable until their archdemons are dead.
Vale. ¿Algo más?
Any other surprises we should know about?
Even with their dragons dead, the Evanurus are powerful and well protected. You will need to use my dagger, the one you recovered. It can pierce their enchantments and strike them down.
All right. Kill the archdemons, then use the dagger to take down the gods.
Even a single opportunity to strike the Evanurus down will be rare, fleeting, and costly. You will not have another chance to catch them unawares. When you strike, You must be
Vale,
fully
esto es
prepared.
importante, ¿eh? Cuando vayamos a ir a por los dioses tenemos que tenerlo todo bien atado. Me imagino que también se referirá a todas las cercanías con los personajes de nuestro grupo lo máximo posible y demás, para que todo salga lo mejor posible. Vale, y ahora vamos a ir a Weisshaupt. Tenemos aquí, vamos a hacer lo de los altares estos también, para enterarnos un poco de la historia de Solas, de los arrepentimientos.
You dare to try to cage us, jealous of our growing power.
You will pay the final price for this betrayal.
We warned you not to use the Blight. For this, and for Mythal, I sentence you to sleep in exile ever after. Your own lives will form the veil that keeps the horror you unleashed at bay.
So he locked the gods away and created a veil between this world and the Fade. I mean, they were terrible, no question. But what he did, it didn't just stop them. It destroyed our culture, our world.
It wasn't just to stop them. It was to stop the Blight. We've seen how bad Elganon and Gillenane are. Imagine all 7 corrupted gods running wild.
So he created the veil just to keep the elven gods locked in their prison?
Yes, to keep them from accessing the Fade. But was the creation of the veil around the world an accident?
You heard him yelling. That's not the sound of a ritual going right.
What do you think, Rook?
¿Qué pienso yo? Entiendo el miedo de Solas.
Davern and I have fought the Blight for years. It's terrifying. Watching the gods poison his world, his people, I understand why Solas would do anything to stop it.
I know, Rook. I'm not denying that. I wish there'd been a better way. That's all.
So does he. This isn't a memory he's proud of.
I had another question, and I'm sorry, maybe this doesn't matter, but Solas trapped the blighted gods in an ancient elven building, right?
That's what it looks like. Maybe a palace? Fancier than what I've seen in Arlethan, at least.
And then, the Magisters were lured into the Fade. They broke in, which let the Blight escape, and turned the Golden City black.
Right, and the Black City hangs in the Fade, a little reminder of their mistakes. What's wrong, Lace?
It's just... the Chant of Light says that the Maker built for them the Golden City, the center of all creation. But if the Golden City was an ancient elven palace, then the Maker didn't build it. The elves did. The Chant of Light is Andraste's visions from the Maker, but it sounds like it's wrong.
You're asking if we just disproved the entire Andrastean faith.
Did we?
A ver, no dar opinión personal acerca de la creencia, hablar como alguien que no cree en el hacedor, compartir la creencia de dejar de ansiedad, confirmar una creencia prolongada por el hacedor, hablar como alguien que no cree en el hacedor, dejar a un lado las dudas sobre el hacedor. No es nuestro problema ahora
That's a
mismo.
problem for Chantry scholars to worry about. We have a world to save from the gods who definitely exist, and also want to kill us.
Looks like there are 3 more of these murals with the Dreadwolf's old memories. Wonder what else he's hiding.
Muy bien. ¿Y todavía puedo meter uno más? Sí, puedo meter uno más. Vamos a leer más arrepentimientos. Sé que estamos aquí.
You have so long observed the world. Why not consider joining it?
But I have no desire to live as humans. I have the Fade. Besides, there's talk of taking on a solid form. I think you underestimate the danger. When you took the glowing stone to build your body, did the earth not shake?
Delirium gives us the strength we had when we were of the Fade. We are the best of physical and spirit. I need your wisdom, Solas. To withstand the louder voices who would go too far like Elganon. I need you.
This is madness. You must know that. I will always follow where you go.
What?
This is astounding. The ancient elves were spirits who voluntarily manifested a physical form.
I'd rather go back to talking about the Blight.
Hey, Lucanus. Could Spite turn into an elf?
No.
Sorry, but... what?
Interesante.
This puts all of elven history in a new light, not to mention what we think about spirits.
I mean, some magic works differently for elves. If we came from spirits, that'd explain it.
The knowledge that an entire people were formed from a mass manifestation could change our entire understanding of magic.
If we let it out, is that the right call? Do you want bigoted humans yelling about how elves are demons?
Yeah.
Davrin's got a point. World's not short on small-minded humans.
Sí, sí. No queremos hacer daño.
If the world learned about this, and it led to attacks against elves.
Elves have enough trouble as it is down in Ferelden.
Sí.
We have to tell someone, though. Strife and Irulan, at least.
If I told Thea and Viago, they'd think I was sampling Viago's poison collection. No one would believe us.
Okay. We keep this to people we trust who have good reason to know. No shouting it from the rooftops.
Agreed. The Morn Watch has a great deal of experience keeping dangerous secrets.
So, beyond the world-shaking stuff, what else did we learn here? Solas himself was a spirit.
What kind do you think he was?
Well, his name is Elven for pride.
Oh, okay.
There's something else. Not about spirits, or not all about them at least. Solas didn't want to become a person with a physical body.
Right. He only agreed after Mythal begged him.
Then that's his regret. He wishes he'd never taken physical form.
Maybe, but not just that. Solas was scared. They built their bodies out of lyrium, and it made the ground shake.
¿Y ahí crearon la ruina? No.
Lyrium is the blood of the Titans.
The Titans would have felt it as an attack. They defended themselves.
The first memory we saw with Elganon seizing power, it happened at the end of a war.
A war between the Titans and the elves.
Lace, I'm so sorry.
It feels like we still don't have the full picture. But I think that's part of what Solas regrets. He didn't see the danger.
Except he did. He was worried. You said it yourself.
He did it for Mythal. Everything that followed, he could have prevented if he just told her no.
Then he's got a war on his conscience. Plus, whatever we find next.
Muy bien. Vale, ya no tenemos más recuerdos, ¿no? No. Vale, perfecto. Vamos a hablar con todos nuestros compañeros, que hay algunos que nos van a dar misiones y hay otros que directamente solo quieren hablar. Como por ejemplo... Vale, nos va a dar una misión. Tess nos va a dar una misión. Vale. Tess, estás, ¿no? Tess. Y también podíamos, antes teníamos como para elegir una misión con... Podíamos hablar con Emric y podíamos hablar también con alguno más. No sé por qué ahora ya no. Esto significa que cada vez que veamos que podemos hablar con alguien, tenemos que hablar con esa persona. Porque si no...
Why do you run around in fancy mage clothes?
Because I like them.
You're barely even wearing a shirt.
You fight Anton with a bare midriff.
Everything all right?
We're fine. Just trading fashion tips. So what I wear is a problem for you?
It's not. It's just... Why dress like that? Are you trying to make your mother happy?
Háblanos, Tas, ábrete.
Tosh, what's going on? Something is clearly bothering you.
My bet's on mothers and dresses.
It's just something my mother said the other day. That I act more like a man than a woman.
And you feel like you should wear dresses to make her happy?
No. Can you imagine me in a dress? I'd look stupider than I'd look stupid.
No se trata del vestido.
This isn't about the dress, is it?
No, it's... I don't know. She always says stuff like that. About how I dress, how I act.
And?
It feels... right. When she says I act more like a man. It feels... right. Why does it feel right?
Tosh, do you like being a woman?
Nobody likes being a woman.
Ah.
This is stupid. Forget I said anything.
¿Qué hay aquí de más? Relación a ser trans o no binaria. No. Te estás acercando, así que es por ser mujer, estamos aquí para apoyarte. Te estás acercando.
It's not stupid, Tosh. What you're saying is important. You can figure this out at your own pace, but you're already talking about it. And that's a good step.
And I don't even know what it is.
Some of my friends in Minrathous talk about not feeling comfortable in their own skin. As a man, as a woman. I could see if they'd like to talk. Maybe what they say fits how you're feeling.
Yeah. Okay. And thanks. You do look really pretty.
Oh?
To look at. I'd smudge your makeup.
Thanks for letting me down gently.
Bueno, pues si no te sientes a gusto como mujer, pues igual es que estás en la otra acera. Yo qué sé, y ahí tenemos a Taz que nos va a dar otra misión. Seguro que tiene que ver con este tema, pero bueno, vamos a hacerlo, porque quiero que todos mis compañeros sobrevivan. ¿Puedo subirle de nivel? No puedo subir de nivel, pero sí que puedo encantar las cosas que tengo puestas. Anillo... No puedo, tengo que mejorar la tienda para esta mierda. Más 25 de desgaste, más 10 de daño de arma. Venga, vamos a encantarle, vamos a meterle daño de arma a esta espada y al arco. ¿Qué le podemos meter? No podemos meterle nada más, vale. Pues nada, vamos a hablar con Taz. A ver qué misión nos da. ¿Es aquí? No, no es aquí. ¿Dónde es? Es abajo igual. No, sí, es aquí. Ah, no, pero la misión no es de Taz, ¿no? Por lo que veo. Vale, que ya queda de Taz, pero no es de Taz.
Talked with those Shadow Dragon friends and Nevs about the gender stuff. There's a lot of it. Gender stuff. But it's maybe good.
No sé, si no tuviera la mentalidad de un niño de 5 años, igual lo tendría más claro. Porque además los diálogos de Taz suelen ser bastante corta de palabras y bastante... ¿sabes? ¿Podemos hacer viaje rápido? Venga, sí, podemos hacer viaje rápido. Vamos a ir con Dabrin, que es guardia gris, y nos va a venir bien. Y con Nef. Sí, con Nef.
Everyone suit up. All hands for this one.
Still can't believe it. They're attacking Weisshaupt? The warden's unprepared.
Ah, van a atacar Weisshaupt.
The gods are going straight for the throne. Unless we cut theirs first.
Just get me close enough.
A mandar.
With pleasure.
Time to see what this letter opener can do.
Who gets to tell the first warden we're dropping in?
Nadie.
I was hoping to skip that part.
They've got an alluvian in storage down in the vault. It was a gift from the Dalish.
Ours should go right to it. Probably. I think.
Let's get to it then. We sneak into Weisshaupt nice and quiet. No one sees us. We look around for Antoine and Evka.
Was there a plan after that?
Take out a god. End this today.
Como que acabar con una idea. Ya, hombre, primero habrá que matar al archidemonio, ¿no? O sea, vamos a ir pasito a pasito. No te vengas arriba, Rook, no te vengas arriba. O sea, que venimos todo el team.
This isn't the vault.
Oh, crap. They moved the alluvian.
Pero ya están con movida, ¿no? Sí, andan con movida ya. ¡Hala! Ya no hay alluvian. A tomar por culo.
It didn't break.
You call that nice and quiet?
Sorry. Catch up when you can.
Don't spawn outside.
Que es una niña.
Darkspawn in Weisshaupt.
O sea que hay movida, ¿no?
Stay out of sight.
Mila.
Vale, Mila.
Sit tight, Mila. We'll be back.
Eso es. Vamos a movida, ¿no? Vale. O sea, han venido los engendros tenebrosos aquí. Venga. Vamos a ir primero por los chiquis. Vamos a ir primero por los que tiran cosas. Aturdido, ejecutamos. Vamos a ir primero a los que tiran jalabalinas, que son los que más molestan de lejos, ¿sabes? No puedes andar. Te la aturdimos, la ejecutamos ya y ahora ya tenemos necrosis. Vale, voy a ir a un sitio un poco más abierto a luchar. Vamos a cargarnos a los pequeños primero. Vale, ese no es esquivado. Venga. A este le podemos ejecutar, ahí está. No se ha muerto todavía, pero ahora sí que se muere. Vale, a este ya te hemos quitado la armadura también, esquivamos y en esta ya la aturdimos. Vale, aturdido, todavía no lo vamos a matar. O sea, ya están atacando a los engendros tenebrosos y ya están atacando a las guardias grises, Mira, pues...
You know your Darkspawn.
My dad's a blacksmith for the Wardens. Who are you?
Rook, we're here to help. Do you know Antoine and Evka?
Probably in the war room. I can show you.
Venga, vale. Pues nada, aquí la niña entre engendros tenebrosos, todo tranquila además, Esta niña tiene varios. Si corriera un poco más estaría mejor, pero bueno.
Is there another way?
A secret passage. Come on.
Venga, vamos. Vamos a adelantarnos un poco.
Damn.
That's Commander Janos, one of our best.
He went down fighting.
Ah, vale, el pasaje secreto es por aquí. ¿Y qué hay por aquí? Por curiosidad. Ah, vale, nada.
Mila,
Vale.
when did the Darkspawn attack?
Just a while ago, they started climbing the walls.
You should stay here.
I can't. I need to find my dad.
There's worse than Darkspawn on the way.
And walls won't hold it back.
Sí, como un archidemonio o un dios, ¿sabes? Hay cosas peores, bastantes peores. Este amuleto que 25 duración de precisión, me da igual. Vamos a avanzar. Aquí más movida, ¿no? Vale, la diosa. El dragón, eso es lo que buscamos. El archidemonio. Buena fortaleza, ¿eh? Eso es Mila, tú ahí detrás, ¿eh? Vale. Vale, Lucani se va a encargar de cargarse al... Vale. Vale, entiendo. Joder, cuánta gente, ¿no? Vale, o sea, mientras nosotros nos vamos a cargar al archidemonio o al dragón, Lucani se va a encargar, como es el asesino, del dios. Pero primero tenemos que encargarnos al archidemonio. Claro. Lo reventamos, vamos a ir a por el otro escupidor, tirador de jabalinas. Cuidado. Venga, venga, que no sé dónde estoy. Vale, vamos a probar. Que tienen, ¿esto qué es? Vamos a tirar esto, que si no vamos a estar aquí esta mañana. Está aturdido, le damos un poco. Estoy callado porque estoy concentrado porque aquí hay mucha movida, ¿eh? Esto está aturdido. Mierda, vamos a darle. Ahí va. Epa, epa, tranquilo, ¿eh? Cuidado. Por lo menos. Y a ver si a este le aturdimos. Aturdido, a ver si le tiramos para afuera. No le hemos tirado por poco. Venga, fuera de aquí. Fuera de aquí. No, que cae aquí. Joder, es una puta locura esto, ¿eh? Vale. Vale, cuidado, vamos a curarnos. Vamos a ver si puede parar el tiempo esta, que nos va a venir muy bien. Vamos a llevarle para allá y a ver si lo sacamos de aquí. Vale. No se ha salido para allá. Vale, ahora sí, fuera. ¡Buah! ¡Qué locura!, ¿no? Que no es que sea una locura porque sea muy complicado, pero te ponen a un montón de personajes que tienen armadura y son una puta esponja. Venga, niña, vamos. Que la niña va por aquí entre engendros tenebrosos como si... ¿sabes? ¡Hala! Buena suerte. Venga.
Signal a retreat. Fall back to the trap.
Can't see the signal fires through the smoke.
Try the horns.
The archdemon's too loud.
No one's retreating.
There's no choice, sir. We're under siege. We have to fall back to the dragon trap.
Forget the trap. Send word to Commander Janos. Rally outside the wall.
Janos is dead.
Ay, ay, vaya entrada.
Rook, what are you doing here?
Librar tu batalla, no me hiciste caso, ayudar.
You need all the help you can get. You've caused enough trouble. Arrest them.
No, you need to listen to them. We are under attack by a god.
Do you hear yourself? There's no such thing. Stop finding excuses to be a coward. We'll
que nos van a detener.
Outside the walls.
The enemy is outside the window.
Grey Wardens don't hide in our castle. I won't ask good soldiers to turn tail and run. We're an army of steel, holding back the blight. Order every blade out of Weisshaupt.
We'll all die, sir.
That's an order, Warden.
A mí se da muy bien desobedecer órdenes, ¿eh? Dejar sin sentido el primer guardia y tomar las riendas. Venga, hay que hacer lo que hay que hacer.
Can't say I didn't try.
No! Listen to Rook. That's an order. Okay, Rook. I assume you have a plan.
Tengo a mis compañeros aquí.
This dragon trap. Tell me about it. It was built 900 years ago to stop an archdemon, but get down! Where's the trap? Other side of the fortress, but it's never been used. It only has to work once. Let's go.
Ah, muy bien. Una cosa que se construyó hace 900 años, vamos a probarla hoy por primera vez, ¿no? A tope.
All right. This is about to get a lot worse. You ready?
Have to be. It's us or nobody.
Hombre, sabiendo que vamos a enfrentarnos al demonio, deberíamos traer a Taz con nosotros, ¿no? Pero bueno. Venga, a tope. Buena movidota.
Damn it!
No, pero déjame parar sus ataques, ¿no? Venga, este ya está fuera. Fuera y ahora ya nos cargamos de este. Y este ya fuera también, ¿no? Le quedan un par de golpes. Vale. Perfecto.
How far to the trap?
Far enough we'll have to fight our way to it.
The south gate's been overrun.
¿Esto qué hace? Sí, sí. Aguantar, aguantar, que voy. Que tengo que coger esto que brilla. Es un cofre, ¿no? Un cofre con grifos, tío. Esto tiene que ser algo interesante. Solo un sombrero. Me dan un sombrero que además es mucho peor. Venga, vamos para adelante. Además, bueno, mientras sean estos engendricos no pasa nada. Cuidado que se explota. Joder con los explotarines, Vale, vamos a probar una cosa. Vale, no puedo todavía. Vale, quería usar la ballesta, la verdad, pero no me van a dejar estos putos bichos, ¿no? No me van a dejar estos putos bichos. A ver si puedo parar el tiempo. Vale, con el tiempo parado puedo darle un poco a estos bichos de aquí, ¿sabes? Vale, no puedo. Si no se puede, no se puede. Vamos a alejarnos un poco. No. Vamos a cargarnos los que nos disparan de lejos, ya sabes que son los que más molestan. Este ya está aturdido, le vamos a hacer una ejecución. Vale. Y otro que dispara cositas, que está aquí tocando los huevos. Ya está aturdido, lo reventamos. Vamos a ver si podemos usar la ballesta contra el otro bicho. Rápidamente le decimos a este que pare el tiempo. Pillamos la ballesta y ahora sí que sí, pues nos lo quitamos de encima rápido. Si se quiere mover el bicho estaría bien para tener un poco mejor de tiro. Ahí viene, ahí viene. Venga, pasa. Vamos a quitar toda la ruina posible. Vaya, que no llega nuestra flecha hasta ahí. Patético. Ante todo, patético. Ahí sí, ¿no?
Time to improvise. Maybe that ballista can help.
If we can clean it up a bit.
Venga, 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 venga.
Could we shoot the dragon with that?
It's not a dragon, and it takes more than a ballista to kill one.
¿Van a venir enemigos? ¿O sí? Yo me iba a quitar ya, pero... Que pasen, que pasen. Sí, sí. Que vayan viniendo. Y en este ya no lo vemos. Vale. Y vamos a seguir, venga. Estamos aquí... Vale, suena el cuerno.
The outer defenses are gone.
Evka must be ordering a retreat.
Vale, sea, que están entrando ya a saco, ¿no? Y antes se nos quedaba el primer guarda porque ya le he dicho a Solas que iba a hacer lo que hiciera falta, ¿sabes? Venga.
Let's do it.
What happens when the first warden wakes up?
Hoping he won't. I decked him pretty hard.
He'll have bigger problems on his hands than us.
Definitiva cargada. Vale, vamos a tope. Adelante.
There, across the way. That's the library.
We'll have to go down through the barracks to get there.
Things being exposed on the walls.
¿Qué? ¿Esto lo podemos romper? No, vale. A tope. Que vengan, que vengan. Vale, vale, sí, sí. Destruyo la corrupción, destruimos la corrupción, destruimos la corrupción. ¿Y qué más corrupción queda? Vale. Venga, 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 vamos a destruir esa corrupción. A tope. O sea que hay un puto ejército, ¿no? Vale. Hombre, Enric está con... Vale, con Harry.
Wardens are rallying at a bell tower. You can get out there.
See you soon. Hear that? Must be the bell tower.
Doesn't sound far.
Venga, vamos, vamos. Vale. Aquí sí hay un problemilla. Nada. Ahí va, y me meto yo. Hay que ser gilipollas. Ven para aquí. Eso es lo que yo quería. Ataques a distancia, lo primero. Así que primero nos cargamos a los de los ataques a distancia. Le subimos, le damos. Hay que derrotar a los engendros, pero no hay nada de corrupción para limpiar, ¿no? El muro implacable se llama este, ¿eh? Un poco de necrosis así. Vaya. Venga, otro poco de necrosis para ti. Te meto aquí. Vamos a darle ataque fuerte para quitarle toda la armadura. Me estoy intentando cubrir, pero no puedo, ¿eh? Esquiva, esquiva. Vamos a reventarle un poquillo. Venga, otra vuelta para ti. Tiempo. Vale, muerto. Joder. Sí, sí, la campana me está poniendo la cabeza con un bombo. Venga, vamos para adelante pues. La campana toma por culo, ¿no? Ahí está. El archidemonio se carga el campamento. El campanario.
Hang in there. We'll find another way.
So what now?
I don't know, but we don't quit. There's a way out of this mess somewhere.
Library's not far. It'll put us right next to the dragon trap. There's still a chance.
Venga. Claro que sí, hay que ser positivo. Vale, aquí hay un montón de cosas. Gran yelmo de grifo. Más defensa, la misma. Venga, lo equipamos. Vale, Velara. Ay, perdón. Vamos a cargarnos a... Primero a los que lanzan cositas. Vale, vamos a cargarnos la corrupción. Y ahora vamos a tirar esto, la ulti, porque hay mucha gente aquí. Vale. Vamos a cargarnos esa otra corrupción. A este nos da tiempo a darle, sí, no darle. Vale, aquí hay mucha movidica. Le he dado a esquivar, pero bueno, vamos a cargarnos primero. Que no, que no. Queda el último. Venga, a ver si ya por lo menos le aturdimos un poco y le podemos dar un poco más de daño y nos la cargamos. Joder. Esto está mal hecho, ¿eh? Cuando le envías... Qué pesadilla. Venga, ya está. Las hordas de enemigos imparables y con un montón de vida no me hace tanta gracia. Me da un poco más de pereza, pero bueno. Venga. Lucanis. Y la caza de dragones. Nos vendría bien la caza de dragones. Va, estos son los simples. No puedo. Me estoy cubriendo, vale. Venga, ya está, ¿no? Todos finiquitados. Venga, pues para adelante, a tope. No me puedes poner cofres por la ciudad cuando estoy en un momento tenso, porque no, porque me pongo aquí a recoger cosas y no puedes ponerte a recoger cosas, porque es un momento tenso. Así que venga, para adelante. El dragón. Hostia.
Tear down Weisshaupt. But if I'm still standing, you've got to fight. Now die.
FK está a lo suyo ahí.
She can handle it. We have to get out of here.
Three horns.
The library's down that way.
Not anymore. Back! Back!
Para atrás, para atrás.
No luck. Go back.
There is no back.
Hey, up here!
Muy buena Mila, tío. Sí, señor.
Mila, you're a lifesaver.
Darkspawn almost had you for lunch.
Well, let's not hang around for dinner. Come on.
Did you find your dad yet, Mila?
No!
Just keep going, all right?
We're here.
Quick, inside the library.
Venga, aquí otra movidota, ¿no? Venga.
Cut him down.
Y un ogro, joder, su puta madre. Se quede de todo, macho.
Let him try. I'm good at killing those.
Bueno, ¿sabes lo que vamos a hacer? Un poquito de bombitas para todos. Sí, Mila, vete a esconderte. No, a ese no quería darle, tío. Vamos a ir primero a por el pesado este que nos dispara de lejos. Uy, oh. Venga. Vamos. A ver, tú, payaso. Me estás tocando la moral. Que se peguen entre ellos, eso es. Otro oro. Se ha quedado aquí un poco pillado. Vale, eso sí que no me lo esperaba. Vale, pues nada. Ay, ay, ay. No sé qué ha pasado aquí, ¿eh?
I can't keep this up much longer.
Yes, you can. We didn't come this far for nothing.
Vale. Aquí, vale. Vale, a ver si. Vale, ahí está. A ver si así la aturdimos. Vale. Y fuera, ¿no? Ahí está. Vale.
The ghouls are back.
Persistent bastards.
They made a move on the library. They're trying to get inside.
Not before we do. Stop them.
Sí, venga.
But we make our last stand if we have to.
Derrota a los engendros tenebrosos. ¿No podemos abrir la puerta directamente? Vale, no. vida, ¿eh? Aquí está Taz. Venga, vamos. Y mira, la Amelia está ahí metida en medio, la niña, tú. Madre mía. Vale, estamos todo el team, aquí, todo el equipo.
You're alive.
Well, let's not get ahead of ourselves.
If this door doesn't hold, all bets are off.
What about the dragon trap?
The trap will work.
Ese es el padre,
Take it
¿no?
from a blacksmith. You
Sí.
set it off and get out of the way.
Dad!
Mila!
I told you not to get lost.
Hope she wasn't too much trouble.
No, se ha portado muy bien. Puede trabajar para nosotros.
Can we hire her?
You don't have enough gold.
The real problem is getting that dragon to land.
Lucanis, the dagger. I guarantee this will get Gillenaine's attention.
And then?
She sends the archdemon after me. We trap it, Davrin kills it. And Lucanis, you take your shot.
Just like that.
Lucharemos hasta el final.
I'm not going down without a fight.
Is this one you can win?
I mean to find out.
Right. Then let's do this. While the wardens still listen to me.
Evka, you're alive.
The Blight and I had a little disagreement. I'll rally the others. Someone decked the first warden and left me in charge.
I was practicing for an archdemon. Let's get to it.
I know a way to the trap.
Todo el team, aquí estamos todo el equipo, tú. Vale, vale. Jo, pues estamos en un momento interesante, pero yo me tengo que ir. 2 horas y 20 directo y tenemos que dejarlo aquí. Sé que se queda en un sitio un poco interesante, pero bueno, vamos a dejarlo por ahora por aquí. Y en el siguiente capítulo seguiremos aquí a ver si conseguimos cargarnos a uno de los dioses élficos. Así que nada, muchas gracias a los que os habéis pasado el directo, muchas gracias a los que os habéis pasado a saludar. Si veis esto en YouTube, podéis suscribiros a mi canal de YouTube o seguirme en Twitch, que me ha ayudado un montón. Y muchas gracias por estar ahí. Nos vemos en el siguiente capítulo.